Nothing tastes as good as being healthy feels. Hi and welcome to the channel. My name is Evie V and I help people become the best versions of themselves. And in today's video we're going to look at just that. Nothing tastes as good as being healthy feels. And now is the time we need to be doing this. Now is the time we want to be stepping into our optimal selves. We want to be healthy on every level, not only for ourselves so that we can thrive and enjoy life to its full potential, but we're doing this for the greater good. This is how we collectively are raising the vibration and the consciousness on the planet. And by you being the best version of yourself, then you're the better advocate for the animals or whatever activism that you might be doing. So my background then, I've been vegan for a number of years. During this time, I have been vegetarian for some of that time as well. So I've been on a whole journey with that, and I could do a whole other video on that journey as well. I've had every question thrown at me definitely more than once. So I can support any of you that might have been having a hard time off maybe friends or family or just general people that you come into contact with. But this video is really focusing on those low self-worth foods that are really holding us back. And they might keep us in repetitive, like yo-yo diet cycles. I've been there with it all. There's been times that, I've gone to the shop for a craving and I've eaten the whole packet of vegan Rocky Roads or a huge packet of crisps. Or I might have made something that I think, oh, the rest of that's for tomorrow, but then I've eaten it before tomorrow, or bought something in for a holiday or for work the next day or something, and then I've eaten it before the time. If it was in the house and I knew it was there, it was like this mental torment that I just thought, I've got to go and eat that. And that's the addictive side to these foods and these sugars that contain so many additives. So now I'm having this high raw diet. So why did I choose raw? Why did I go from a junk food vegan to raw? I questioned that myself. But what happened was my friend had been raw for about 8 months, and she started to tell me how much joy she was just feeling all of the time and how good she felt from it. Me knowing that joy is at the top of, or close to the top of the vibrational scale, I just thought, I want to feel like that too. So I thought at first I would just do this about 80% of the time because I didn't like cooking too much. I thought I'll just, it's easier then, not as much washing up, things like that. I'll do it when I'm on my own, but when I'm socializing with friends and family or things like that, I'll have cooked. So this was the path that I decided to take. And when I looked into raw further, then I realized, I'm supposed to be, high raw. I don't like saying fully raw. I don't like putting myself in that box. There's been times over the years, the year, I have slipped back to cooked foods, and it is a journey that I'm on myself. But I don't slip back to the processed, the sugars and the junk foods. So then I got this calling, and I even why me? Why me with this calling? I love cooked food like any of us do. This is I call it the ultimate addiction. There's no other species on earth that cooks its food other than humans. We all have a lot of healing to do in our gut, and this is where it really begins. So in this year, I did 45 days of juicing during that time to remove what's called mucoid plaque that goes in our intestines. And this is like a build-up of the processed and cooked foods can lead to that. And it can cause parasites, which they control our cravings. Now, I'm not convinced I got all of the plaque out, and it might well be that I return to a juice fast at some point this winter too. However, the stage that I'm at the moment, if I can get established raw base beforehand, and then I'll let you know when I go into that. But the stage I'm at right now is I know that I'm not going to have those foods that give me low self-worth and kept me with this kind of losing weight, gaining weight. And when we think we're depriving ourselves of something, that's when we go back to our old ways. So it really comes down to changing our mindset and knowing that we're not depriving ourselves of anything when we're having these foods. If we really want to thrive, then we have to be putting the right fuel in the tank. We do this by raising our vibration on every level, looking after all of our health, like I mentioned at the start, the spiritual well-being, mental, emotional, physical health, all of it, so that if one's out of balance, it can have a knock-on effect on the other. I explain this further in the free starter guide that I've put together that you can download your copy. I'll put the links below, and there's also a free Facebook group that you can join where I explain more of this, and more of my journey I'll be going into there too. But otherwise I'll be leaving more videos as well. So thank you all for listening. Please like, subscribe or share if you feel called to, and I'll see you in the next one. Sending you all much love.